Ladies and gentlemen, the following podcast is scheduled for one fall. Introducing your hosts, Kids at Heart.
How you doing, brother?
For
another Wrestle Reel.
Our names have to do something with Aleister Black, right?
Oh, 100%. You gotta love WWE messing up freaking no compete clauses. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Wrestle Reel. I forget what number this is. What are we
36.
On? 36. Lord God, we're here for another Wrestle Reel. Of course, joining me per usual, my boy Malakai Black, aka Nick Mulbach. I am Al Christer Black, Chris Anthony Lopez, and we are the Kids at Heart. It is a Watt Boy Summer over here. Hashtag Watt Boy Summer. Nick, man, yo. Last week's show, I love that we started to introduce more WRCW. We've been talking about this since the inception of Wrestle Reel.
Correct.
That we were going to do some like a universe, or maybe just like have our own little continuity. And spoiler alert for the counts on today's show, we're doing more of that.
We started things off with a bang, and we're just going to keep going. And also, I'll be honest with you guys. As you could tell that I'm really having a hard time catching the grasp of this game. Chris and I planned everything out, and I fucked it up already.
No, you're fine. You're good. We got a little too antsy, but we were both excited to see everything. Because WRCW is probably the best thing to happen to Wrestle Reel since the idea of Wrestle Reel back, Lord knows how long ago.
Ain't that the truth?
So WRCW, we're gonna try and do this. I don't know, like weekly.
Hey,
we're gonna try and do this.
If everybody likes it, then sure, why not? But we'll see.
Yeah, because we loved doing it last week, and it was more like a real spur of the moment type of thing, and it was way too much fun.
At work to create this thing, and like I said, it took off for us. Also, I'll be honest, I took the entrances off for the match that we're going to do tonight, just because.
That's okay.
You know, we a lot of them. So here's the deal, though. A lot of them. Fuck it, we're turning them on. I don't care. A lot of them are created characters, so they don't necessarily have special things. Because one of the things that, I'll be honest, why did I turn Championship on? Why not? One of the things that I find to be amazing about this is the amount of customizable things that you can do. Yet they still do not have the option for you to create, like, I fucked it up again, so we won't have entrances. They don't give you the option to upload your own music. Hold on, I need to stop wasting the electricity in my house and turn a light off that's in the other room. There we go.
Dang, we're all good here on Wrestle Reel. It's a smooth boat, just a smooth boat, just like 2K20.
A 2K20 disaster summer.
We're fine. We're all fine. But Nick, per usual, my brother, I gotta ask you: did you watch any wrestling this week, aside from what we're talking about on the show today?
And here's the thing: is what was shown on, or what we're talking about on the show this week was a huge, ginormous, giga wrestling thing that happened this week. There's a lot. I mean, we basically got 2 pay-per-views worth of shows.
Damn right. Got the Great American Bash on Tuesday, and then we had the Road Rager on Wednesday.
Wrestling that I did watch, I found my favorite driving thing to do is to listen to Cultaholic, because I'm kind of picking up on random factoids about wrestling. And though I don't necessarily have one to share this episode, it's just a lot of fun for me to continue to learn more and more about, like, the wrestling world and check out what they do, because a top 10 list you could just kind of throw on and listen to in the background.
Word.
While I'm doing a lot of driving, I just find it to be interesting to kind of check everything out. But that was pretty much my one wrestling related thing that I watched this week was Cultaholic top 10s. Caught a little bit of Raw and SmackDown here and there, SmackDown needs to change a little bit of its storylines around, unfortunately, but we don't really need to get into that because everybody knows what's going on there.
Raw's been all right recently, dude.
Raw has had its moments. I'll let you talk about Raw a little bit here because I'm trying to remember the exciting moments that actually happened.
To me, it's more so them, like Randy Orton's off TV for a little bit, so Matt Riddle's been carrying the whole RK Bro thing, and they're actually having him do something on a Raw of notes without Randy Orton, and it's a great pleasant surprise. The build towards Money in the Bank, because Money in the Bank it's not one of the top 4. It's not Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, but it's damn close.
But
so a lot of folks,
it's absolutely one of our favorites.
Totally. And when they like the Rumble, not the Rumble, the Money in the Bank is one of my favorite shows of the year. One of my favorite types of matches of all time. And did I watch any Money in the Bank matches this past week? No, I haven't. I watched Rumbles because I had time to kill. This past weekend, I rewatched the 2018 Royal Rumble and the 2019 Royal Rumble.
So you watched
Shinsuke and Seth Rollins.
And Seth freaking Rollins win those. Yeah, those are good matches.
And I watched the back half of the 2021.
When Drew.
Yes. Literally, I started once Brock was eliminated, and I went from there. Not that it's bad. For the longest time, I was set on like, that match of the first half of it sucks. Like I was one of those. But now, I mean, in hindsight, I only didn't watch it because for time's sake. But for this, the Rumble's actually a lot of fun, and they didn't do a lot of people too dirty. They did some folks pretty dirty, but Brock getting eliminated by Drew McIntyre, that's set up what happened later that year at WrestleMania. He put over Drew like a mofo that evening. He sold the goddamn Claymore like he got hit by a car. And it was incredible. And the rest of the match, how it pans out, is so much fun. The 2018 Rumble.
Dirty, though?
Who?
They did Ricochet dirty. Because they gave him some momentum there, too, and they never won anywhere.
They had him send Lesnar to Dick Kick City just to get tossed like 30 seconds later or something like that.
Was he eliminated by Drew?
He was. The 2018 Rumble, though, low key, this may be my recency bias speaking, because Lord knows I have a ton of it. It might be my favorite Rumble of the past decade. And take it a step further, it may be one of my favorite Rumbles ever.
Yeah.
I think it's really well done from top to bottom. I think it's a lot of fun to watch. The final 6 is legendary and so memorable. You have like the passing of the torch. You have Roman, Nakamura, and Balor on the opposite side of the ring. You have Mysterio, who came back in that Rumble. Randy Orton and John Cena. Like, it was such a memorable final 6. And then having Shinsuke eliminate Roman the way he did. I remember my reaction, how I lost my damn mind that day. And that wasn't the main event. The ladies main evented that night. Because Asuka won the women's one, and then freaking Ronda Rousey came out.
Ronda Rousey who won that women's one. What are you talking about?
You're right. I mean, that's what it seems like. But they'll smack dab in the middle of the show. And it really got the crowd super hot, especially for the women's one at the end. And the women's Rumble, they haven't missed. Say what you want about how thin the rosters are. Those women's Rumbles have not missed. Not one. I think they're pretty all right.
Charlotte winning maybe got people a little bit too riled up, but
it was inevitable.
This past year's was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And Bianca winning was incredible. A thing that I had to say about that 2018 Royal Rumble was it was one of the first Royal Rumbles that I watched with a big group, like a shit ton of people inside of a basement. We're all watching the Royal Rumble. For like $5, you can draw a name for, or you could draw a number.
Right.
And I think you have to stick with your number for both. I might have drawn I don't know. I definitely didn't draw a winner for the women's. because it was like either a returning diva. It was like Tori Wilson or something like that. Like
Nice.
First ever women's Royal Rumble. On the other hand, I draw Finn Balor.
Ooh.
Dude lasts till the finals, or like the final four, right? I think it was. Or
He was, because in the
five.
final 6, it was, I think the final 4 was Cena, Reigns, Nakamura, and Balor. I think it was the final 4.
And I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, I might have won money. Not a lot, but like, I think I got my money back because Balor lasted that long or something.
Right.
I don't really remember.
He was the Iron Man that year. He came in second.
Yes. So whoever came in second for the Women's Royal Rumble that year was who I drew, and I don't remember who it was.
Was it
Alexa
Bailey,
Bliss,
Sasha?
Whoever it was, I knew they didn't have a chance.
I need to rewatch theirs. That 2018 Women's Rumble, I remember watching it, and I really, really enjoyed it. But so that deserves a rewatch. Maybe by next week's show, I'll rewatch it. I know I have some time this weekend. But the Women's Rumbles haven't missed. That 2018 Rumble, though. That one's really good. I love the 2016 Rumble, too. Yeah, the end isn't the best, but I remember it's like Reigns or the Field and Triple H coming out. I popped. I was one of those. I lost my damn mind. And then I quickly realized what the situation was. I'm like, oh, wait, he's a world champ again. And he's like 50 years old. But, I digress.
And Roman's clearly going to beat him at WrestleMania.
Yeah, right. So.
And then they're like, give us Dean Ambrose. And you're like, no fucking way.
Yeah, they had Dean in the final 2.
No, they had Dean Ambrose face him at Fastlane.
Mm-hmm,
that's when you were like, Dean should win the title and face Roman.
Nope. That's but it led to that Money in the Bank moment where all 3 members of the Shield had the belt that same night. Like Seth beat Reigns, and then Dean cashed in after winning Money in the Bank earlier that night. Which we may see that again because, quick thing, if we can have a dark match for a second, not a quick dark match. Did you see that they're taking SmackDown to Rolling Loud on the 23rd?
Yeah, that was going to be one of my talking points for this week, and I completely forgot about it. What? Why?
I mean, okay. Because I feel bad for the folks in Cleveland, because SmackDown's still happening in Cleveland, but they're doing like a simulcast where they're going to do matches at both venues.
Oh, bull. I'm not buying tickets for that.
At Miami, Rolling Loud, and at the Cleveland SmackDown show. Which I'm like, that's bogus.
Fieldhouse. Sorry.
Right, I'm like, that's bogus, because they're going to send Bianca and whoever the hell else to Rolling Loud to get a big reaction. You want your stars there. Probably, I doubt they'll send Roman, but they're going to send other folks, right? And they're probably going to have a couple matches. This isn't new to WWE. NXT used to do this overseas. I think at the Download Festival, NXT used to have matches there, and I think they would have like a taping or something.
Yeah.
But this is pretty fascinating. I don't hate this. I hate how they're doing it, but the idea, I don't mind.
That might be why I'm jaded, because like that's building into the show that us here in Cleveland, Ohio, have been waiting for years. For a year now, I guess, because I've been to almost every single SmackDown and Raw that's come through here since, or the past 3 at least. And
they'll probably have dark matches for that crowd, though.
Yeah, that does
at both crowds, really.
With a bad taste in my mouth that I don't necessarily want to go because of it, because I feel like I'm not getting the whole experience if I'm buying a ticket for it. You know what I mean?
If I was going to go to that show and I found out that Bianca Belair is going to be in Miami for Rolling Loud, I'd be pissed. I'd be so mad. Like, that's because I'd want to go to see everybody, but I don't like how they're doing it. I like the idea.
Just reschedule the Cleveland show, in my opinion.
That too. Just have the whole damn show
Rolling Loud. But maybe it's just like a booking thing. I don't know.
They'll probably pre-tape the matches from Rolling Loud, or at least have them on an extreme delay. You know what I mean?
Right.
But who the hell knows? But it was great news. I thought it was awesome. That's really, really cool. And I hope they do that going forward. It's like Bash at the Beach.
It's that WWE wants to become the next MCU type algorithm where they're just trying to get themselves into anywhere that they possibly can. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with them being the MCU. It has everything to do with them. There's a slight delay as to what I'm saying on the screen, and I'm very confused and tripping out by it. But there is, it is like the difference between, them just doing their own normal shows and them breaking out into this bigger crowd that maybe doesn't know about wrestling or doesn't watch a lot of wrestling.
Right. Or they view wrestling as nostalgic more so than watching the current product. But
what
Lord
is
knows,
Rolling Loud though?
Rolling Loud's a hip hop festival. Like, and granted, if you look up the lineup for Rolling Loud, it's like every hip hop act currently popular. like I'm talking like their headliners. I don't know the Miami ones, but it's like J. Cole, Travis Scott, and like all the biggest names, and they're the undercard for those festivals are nuts. If I could go to Rolling Loud, I would, but I don't have one in vicinity, and I think they're only in New York, Miami, and California.
Right.
So, but I'm super intrigued, and it gives me. This is one of those cases where it benefits you being a home viewer, because I want to see how they're doing it. They'll probably show them the matches at the Cleveland show from Rolling Loud. But again, what if Roman Reigns pops up in Miami? In Cleveland, they're going to be pissed.
Yeah, and this is a perfect transition. Just might want to get that number 1 ready.
Let's get it, baby.
But if there's anybody that I want to perform at Rolling Loud after watching Great American Bash, it's Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Woo woo! Yo, we saw a freestyle rap segment on WWE television.
That was one of the best just freestyles I've ever seen, let alone anything else. Like, I didn't know Swerve had it in him. I love it. It was fantastic.
Yo, so the Great American Bash as a show in its entirety, because I forget it's not a takeover. It was a regular episode of NXT on a Tuesday, and they only had 4 matches. But the segments in between and the little things that happened throughout the show, I really dug the Great American Bash. I really dug this show overall. They had a killer tag match to open it with MSK, Timothy Thatcher, and Tommaso Ciampa.
Okay, so they have a live. Let's start off with that though, because I want to
Please
talk about something while it's on my brain. They have a live crowd there, and it's the first live crowd in a long time for NXT, right?
They've had folks.
This was a bigger crowd though. You have to admit.
Yeah, they rarely do bigger crowds, probably for bigger shows like this.
Brock Lesnar guy was there. I know that.
Right.
But MSK wins, and I'm hearing boos and stuff like that.
Tommaso Ciampa's over as Rover.
Dude, Thatcher is over as Rover.
Thatcher's over as Rover.
I love those two as a team. I think that it's inevitable that eventually they knock off MSK and become the tag team champions. It wasn't a situation where I thought, oh, well, Thatcher's going to think that Ciampa ruined their chance, blah, blah, blah. Clearly, Nash Carter pushed him into it pushed Ciampa into Thatcher in order to win the match. Right. Now, is that a heelish move? I don't know. I think it's just a tag team saving their ass, in my opinion. That's just, I think you could see any tag team do that.
Okay.
I think maybe it's because I bought the MSK shirt and I don't want them to go heel.
Why? They can be fun heels, dude.
No, I know. They'll be annoying heels for sure. Damn sure. But I and maybe it's because I want to like them very badly that I don't want them to turn heel. But like Thatcher and Ciampa, what is with freaking Ciampa coming up with these? Just his chemistry with other wrestlers is just mind blowing.
Tommaso Ciampa is one of the guys. He's one of the pillars and cornerstones of NXT. He's been there for a minute. He's almost like an NXT vet, even though NXT technically shouldn't have vets. Like him, Gargano, at this point, Undisputed Era. Like there are a bunch of folks that have been there for a minute. And Tommaso Ciampa is one of those guys who's always done good stuff. When's the last time Tommaso Ciampa did something bad?
Cultaholic ranked him as the number 1 NXT champion of all time.
I mean, him and Goldie were incredibly entertaining to watch every single week on NXT television. But with what Tommaso brings and this whole partnership with Thatcher, I've been pleasantly surprised by, because I always like the camaraderies of folks who are like, I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you. Let's have a series of matches to prove ourselves who's better. And then they end up loving each other and teaming up later, a la the bar. Like, I love that. And they work this to perfection. And I didn't think Thatcher and Ciampa were going to win this one, but they had me convinced for a minute. And MSK, they're going to hold the belts for a hot second. They should, before they drop them to probably a team like this. But, in front of a live crowd, Ciampa and Thatcher are going to be over as Rover. And MSK is going to look like heels, especially if they have to pull out those heel-ish tactics to beat a team like Thatcher and Ciampa. This is a great opening match to the Great American Bash. Probably match of the night, depending on how you view the other three, even though the other three are still pretty damn good, in my opinion.
Yeah, weaker one, just because and I don't know if this was the next match in regards to the card, but I'll bring it up. The other tag team championship match that we had that night was for the women's tag team championships, obviously.
Yes.
What other ones would they be? I guess the UK. But what an unceremonious end to a reign that had one of the best matches that I've seen in a long time from NXT come out of it in order to win it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, I wouldn't say that it was to a thrown together tag team, but it kind of was. I understand that Candice LeRae and Tegan Nox, spoiler alert, Tegan Nox came back. And
she's the battery.
Is probably going to be a lot better than where that feud is going. It's one of those situations where, let alone anything else, I'm a bit confused as to where the NXT Tag Team Championship goes from here.
The women's tag champs?
Yes. Sorry, the women's tag team championships go from here, because you are putting yourself in a situation that the main roster women's tag team championships have, which is why I thought that they should have just gone to NXT and maybe had a rule where everybody could fight for them throughout the show. Though, again, I'll say, you got two wrestlers in Tamina and Natalya who don't have a lot going on, who work well together and are like best friends in real life. So I'm not mad about them being tag team champions.
Right.
If this was still the Shayna and Nia show, I'd be complaining about it.
Right.
But they're running into this exact same problem where they don't have enough viable tag teams to fight for we had in NXT, there was 2 women's tag teams that were viable when that championship was created. It was Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez and Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Beyond that, there really wasn't. They threw Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart together, and it worked.
Well, they had the Dusty tournament for the ladies this time.
Well, they did do the Dusty tournament, but again, it's a lot of those tag teams are just thrown together in order to see what sticks.
Right.
Especially putting together Io Shirai and forgive me for forgetting her name,
Zoe Stark.
Like, where did that even come from? I mean, you see Zoe Stark having great matches, and we didn't even get the rubber match against Toni Storm. And then out of nowhere, she's like, well, here's Io Shirai. She was the champion, and now she needs something to do. So let's have them win the tag team championships together. I understand that NXT should be a place for them to build those tag teams up and then eventually debut them on the main roster. But here's an issue that you're coming into. The main roster on SmackDown, especially, needs Io Shirai right now, real bad. Or Raw needs Io Shirai real bad. They don't need Io Shirai and Zoe Stark to be a tag team on the main roster. They need Io Shirai because she needs to feud with Rhea Ripley after Charlotte loses to her. You know what I mean? I'm saying that just because it's like that feud is eventually going to get stale, and then where do you go from there? If you want to finally make Shayna into this talent that we know that she is, nobody's gonna believe that superhero Nikki, whatever the hell her name is ever gonna win the women's title. Alexa Bliss, I don't know what they're trying to do with her in general. So where does that put you? Well, you just gave the tag team championships to Io Shirai and Zoe Stark. I will throw a name out there because we're talking about NXT right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is that maybe Toni Storm makes her debut and faces against Rhea Ripley? Because there isn't really a place for Toni Storm. But another thing that I'm going to say right now is Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai are eventually going to have a blow up. It's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Those two I've been ready for them to end up feuding with each other for months now.
It'll happen.
It's going to happen. And then again, you're running into a situation where you don't have... Sure, it's cute that you gave a name to Shotzi and Ember Moon.
Fire Pit, baby.
It's very adorable that you did that. Are they a tag team? Maybe. If you give me another no disqualifications match like I had, then we're talking. And maybe that is the next feud for Io Stark. I don't know.
Io Stark.
Stark Rye. But
Zio Shirai. Zio Stark. Never mind. Continue.
But again, it's just like, to me, that tag team's thrown together. It just doesn't necessarily work for me. It's fine, but they kind of just were like, "Hey, we should throw Io at Candice LeRae for no reason whatsoever." While we get what's her name coming back, and that ended with the tag team championship reign ending. Now, if you were going to, the way that I personally would have booked it, and maybe this was going to be the case, and I promise I'll stop talking soon. Maybe this was going to be the case, and like Tegan Nox wasn't ready on time, and she was going to be Io's partner, and they're like, "Well, here's Zoe Stark. Let's just have Tegan interfere with the match," and that's how they lose it. Because that would make more sense to me, is if Tegan and LeRae have this history together, and maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's why the battery was changing sporadically throughout the night, was because they were like, "Oh, maybe she can come back now."
It's like, do it now.
And then it was like back down. No, I'm just kidding. That never happened. And then it went negative, and no. But it's just like, to me, we're going to be sitting here in, give it a month's time, with a count that is, why did the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships need to exist? Because
now that's the issue you run into. Like, literally everything we just said was the conversation we all had when the WWE introduced women's tag belts in the first place. That was the same conversation, and the fact that we're still having that conversation proves why, as much as people wanted them, you're not supplying the folks or the credible tag teams to fill in those respective divisions, both on the main roster and NXT.
Also, we're talking about a second women's tag team championship at this point.
Right. Now, NXT has had more success in regards to those belts than I think the main roster has, like, by far. Granted, I love having Bayley and Sasha as the tag champs, having the having them be the tag champs was fantastic. But at the same time, they had little to no competition, and they were facing the same people every time. Now you're running into the issue in NXT. And yes, was it the strongest match on the card? No. Did I think it was bad? No, because we got the introduction, or let me rephrase, the re-debut of Tegan Nox, the girl who's had, I shouldn't say girl, the woman who's had many issues with her knees, and she's been out of action for long periods of time due to different surgeries. But having her come back got a big pop out of me. Love me, the Captain Marvel of NXT. I gotta love her. And now we're gonna enter this feud with Candice LeRae, and now Dexter Lumis is like, "I'm gonna take Indy Hartwell now," and we're all like, "Yay!" And do I hate the idea of Zoe Stark and Io Shirai? No, I don't. I think it also adds some credibility into how many great tag teams there are at NXT. That's probably the silver lining of all of this.
Right.
Changing your belts all the time doesn't always mean that it's a bad thing. But in cases like this, where It's such a thin division; it looks bad. And to your point of Tony Storm, I think I read this thing on Cage Side Seats not too long ago, where it was Tony Storm, Shotzi Blackheart, Karrion Kross, Bronson Reed, and maybe somebody else who are getting primed for a main roster debut. And I think all those names are credible additions and more than welcome additions to either roster. Preferably if you're going to add, give me Shotzi to SmackDown, Tony to Raw, Karrion to Raw, Bronson to SmackDown. If I had to pick where they went, but that's where you have Shirai, who will also maybe that's the other name, Shirai. You have her and Stark drop the belts around SummerSlam time because the draft presumably would take place after SummerSlam.
That's the rumor.
Yes, that's the assumption. So maybe you have them drop the belts at whatever takeover show that is. Takeover Vegas. That's awesome. Holy shit. Takeover Vegas. And then you have them drop it to God knows who. And Shirai pops up on Raw via the draft. Because Zoe Stark, she's going to be NXT for a minute. And they built her up so well to where I believed this. I'm like, yeah, this works. And I really dig it. But I agree with your point of how thin the divisions are. It's still a problem. It's always been a problem. It's not like the NXT men's division where they have a bunch of tag teams. Granted, you can say the same thing about Tommaso and Thatcher, how they're thrown together. But
there's a difference, though, because that story has been told before where it's these guys who are feuding with each other and then they team together. You know what I mean? We've
right.
seen it. Odd couple tag teams come out of nowhere. It's just a trope in wrestling.
Right.
Thrown together tag teams also happen constantly. Don't get me wrong. I mean, remember when all those tag teams, I always like to hear about those monkey wrenches that are thrown in when NXT gets completely thrown off and they debut DIY on the main roster for no reason whatsoever. But you have to remember,
those shows are so much fun.
Who else was a tag team at that time? Aleister Black and Ricochet. I mean, what the hell were they doing there with that?
Right. And they because that was Dusty Cup. And they just took that and put them on the main roster together, and they kept it that way. Mm-hmm. Which depending on how you view it, could be a good or bad thing. I thought it benefited them to start, but they carried it out.
It never went anywhere is the issue.
And it never went anywhere. And that was just a testament to how they booked both of those guys. And I know we'll get to the man formerly known as Aleister Black in a little bit. But there are two more matches that were on the card. One I don't have too much to say about, which is LA Knight beating Cameron Grimes. I love Cameron Grimes. I love what they're doing with him. He was squandering. He was a part of that group that had Reed and Swerve, and he was the one that didn't crack the code for me. Swerve, I loved the man formerly known as Shane Strickland. That's great. Bronson Reed, same thing. I loved him when he first popped up. Grimes was he wasn't for me at first, but this whole new gimmick of NFTs in stock, baby, and I'm like, that's funny as hell. And then the stuff, the $1 Million Man. Now you're bringing in the $1 Million Championship. But Grimes loses, and now he's the personal butler to LA Knight. I really dig that. I like the story.
Yeah, I'd like to see where it goes. I think LA Knight is. I'll say it right now, just because I was a fan of him before. I think LA Knight is the future of NXT. I think that he has. Why not?
Ooh. Oh, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm more so saying that I'm waiting for him to be on the main roster. He's another one of those guys to me.
Yeah, that didn't.
It's a matter of time.
Yeah. And I'd be honest, he's a guy that I worry about on the main roster.
Yeah.
And I'll say Roderick Strong, who wasn't on the show. Weird, right?
The Diamond Mine, they didn't have any matches on the show, but they're gonna be primed for good things. I'm hopeful for the Diamond Mine.
A couple of other highlights. Karrion versus Gargano is going to be happening next week, and Samoa Joe is going to be a special guest referee. Didn't see that coming. And another thing that happened that literally is just crossing my mind that wasn't a match, but shoot.
You're talking about the freestyle segment?
Well, we did talk about that. That was great. I thought he did a good job.
Yo, let's talk about Swerve. My feelings towards Montez Ford, I also share them with Isaiah Swerve
No,
Scott.
right. Yeah, you had said that last week. I agree. Why not?
Oh, and speaking of, so they announced the NXT takeover or the breakout
I was
tournament.
about to be like, Paul, say something stupid, but then you said it. That's another thing that we need to download.
And if you are, so you're talking about the future of NXT, let me throw a name at you. The guy that went up to Adam Cole and said, ruthless aggression, same energy, freaking Carmelo Hayes, that dude is going to be the shit. Him and Trey Baxter, I have a good feeling.
I like
a good feeling
the
about those two.
long-haired guy. I don't know what his name is. The colorful dude.
We have so in the tournament we have Trey Baxter, Carmelo Hayes, Andre Chase, Josh Biggs, Ikemen Hiro, I think that's how you pronounce it. Joe Gacy, Odyssey Jones, and Duke Hudson. And we're starting the tournament, I believe, this week on NXT on Tuesday.
Well, it's also going to be on 205 Live, but
some of these guys come from 205.
Here's the issue: is that as much as I'm excited for this tournament, Leon Rush was the last person to win it, and right, Leon Rush was, he won it last. Really didn't do anything. He won the North American Championship, so
yeah,
I'll give him that.
He was in a program with Johnny Gargano and Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Isn't he not in the company now?
Leon Ruff?
Yeah.
Did he get the boot?
I don't know. Maybe.
No.
I read that.
Did I miss that? Do a quick Google search. My man Leon Ruff. Did he get the boot ski?
I don't think so.
No, he's still there. He's still there.
But they're not.
He got the shit beat out of him by Pete Dunne a couple weeks ago.
True. Okay.
Oh shit, it was a couple months ago. He's been off TV since, apparently.
Yeah, and Pete Dunne's another guy. It's just like there's a lot going on NXT, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, the roster's bloated, NXT is over. But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of guys that are out there that and maybe it's because Great American Bash was like 4 matches. But we've been running on this segment for a little while, and I know that we have a long other half of the show.
I would be remiss if we skipped this, if we did this segment without mentioning Cole versus O'Reilly.
Oh, that was what I was about to get into. Yeah,
okay.
It was Cole O'Reilly 3?
It's 2.
Oh, jeez.
They're going to have the rubber match, and then Cole can go to the main roster.
Yeah. Give me one more. Have Cole lose. Have Cole go to the main roster.
You got to run that shit back, dude. This match.
It was
talk about like physical. Like they've had their unsanctioned matches or gimmick matches. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, they've been wrestling each other for like 50 years. It feels like in a variety of companies, and they're really damn good at what they do. They gave them like half an hour. It felt like, and it was a worthy main event. It was just story driven, no titles on the line, and they're gonna have one more. It'll probably be at Takeover Vegas, and it'll be like loser leaves town or something. Like it'll be. I think this is Adam Cole's last hurrah. NXT doesn't need Adam Cole anymore.
Randomly quits, re-debuts with Parker Bordeaux and Scott and the Steiner guy as Ruby Mine.
As the Ruby Cave. We got to make that happen on WRCW.
Well, yes. But by the way, I mean, I will say that like them debuting Diamond Mine like they did was just them having Roderick Strong just quit out of nowhere was like such a good idea. Like, I love Roddy.
I hope this leads to bigger and better things for Roderick Strong, because Kyle O'Reilly's going to stick around NXT. Roderick Strong will. Bobby Fish, I don't even know where the hell my man's at.
Probably.
But Adam Cole, I think it's time for him to bounce. And he has one more takeover in him. I think so. Because what hasn't he done in NXT? I think it's time. I think it's time to bounce.
I have a feeling that
main roster could use him.
And Balor, though, is that he's going to have a lot of success early on. Then they're not going to know what to do with him, and he's going to go back there.
I mean, especially with crowds coming back next Friday. Crowds come back next week. and I'm eager to see how they go about how I because AEW, which actually this is kind of the perfect segue. AEW had a great crowd at the Road Rager, and I'm expecting a lot of wrestling shows to be like that going forward, especially when you bring the heat to your live shows that have hundreds upon thousands of people at them, regardless of where you're at. Because now AEW's on the road, WWE's ready to get back on the road, and to my knowledge, they're full crowds. This ain't no 50% shit. They're doing full crowds. And AEW at the Road Rager proved exactly why we missed live crowds. And let's talk about some damn Malakai Mordecai shit, dude. Let's do it. Yo, what the hell happened at the Road Rager? Like, what the another dope show for completely different reasons too. Like, I really dug this. Did it lack some lady wrestling? In my opinion, it did. A lot of dudes wrestled on the show, but you see the name at the bottom, freaking Malakai Black showed up, and his eyes, like, it looks like he is holding the Power Stone. He's all freaking celestial and shit, and he black masked Arn Anderson and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
And them motherfuckers connected too. Like that, he hit them good. And he's officially all elite, Malakai Black. 30 days after his release.
So everybody needs to understand that when Aleister Black went up to the main roster, they forgot to change it from his developmental deal of 30 days after he gets released to 90 days. Therefore,
the typical 90.
Aleister Black, Malakai Black, Tommy End, whatever the hell you want to call him, Mordecai Black, I don't know. I should have said Mordecai White. But anyways, he can make his AEW debut to be fed to Cody Rhodes. Just kidding. And because, Cody had to win his match, his stupid strap match.
Cody had to beat QT Marshall. He just had to.
It's getting I will admit, as much as we mark out for Cody Rhodes being the former number one contender for the Wrestle Real Championship.
Mm-hmm. I love Cody. I'm a big Cody mark over here too.
We do, and I like Cody too. Don't get me wrong. I thought that he was done dirty in the WWE. I think that they definitely needed to do better with him.
Right.
That said, you give him the power, and he just keeps wrestling people and winning, and I don't love it. It's not like they're really quiet about it either. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell no.
And I'll mention this at the top. As exciting as it is for AEW to get Tommy End, and for as exciting as the entrance for Andrade Almas,
El Idolo,
with the black mask and stuff like that was, and he beat Matt Sydal, and we all knew it was going to happen. The storytelling of AEW right now with Hangman Page is probably the best across wrestling, where the dude is racking up wins and doesn't even realize where he's at when it comes to the ranking. He doesn't want to be, he's a humble star. He doesn't want to be at the top necessarily yet. And the dude's going to take the title off of Kenny Omega. I don't know when he's going to do it, but he's going to do it. The way that the storytelling is going is he's probably going to lose a couple of times, but the dude's definitely going to, I think Dark Order members are going to continue to get taken out by Kenny Omega to the point that Hangman Page, as the hero, the top babyface in AEW, by the way. As much as I want to say it's Mox, it's
Hangman.
It's Hangman. And this whole storyline doesn't feel like he's being shoved down our throats. Kenny is an excellent heel, and he looks like Triple H from the Evolution days right now, and I love it. I look at myself in this, and every once in a while I think I look like Triple H from the Evolution days. But it's just, he is doing absolutely brilliant right now. I am loving this Hangman Page stuff. I don't know about you. There's obviously other stuff we got to talk about with this AEW stuff. So, but I couldn't give just due enough to the way that they are treating this Hangman Page storyline right now.
Well, when I initially told you, I'm like, oh, I want to talk about the Road Rager. It was more so, like you had mentioned, I do want to highlight Hangman Page because like many, I'm not going to act like this is an original take by me. Like many, a lot of folks thought that Hangman was going to be the inaugural AEW champion, but of course you need a guy like Chris Jericho to do that, which by all means. And by the way,
fan.
Yeah.
We don't really even need to get into that segment other than the fact that he punched a fucking fan.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that for too long, but the one thing I will say about it is, come on, really? Already? We're going to start jumping barricades? Come on, y'all, we're better than that. And you deserve to get punched, like the little wimp you are, stupid bitch. But I do love Hangman. I love Hangman Page, and the few times I got to see him wrestle, it was like it's incredible, and I will never forget that tag match, Revolution 2020, Bucks versus Page and Omega. The match absolutely rules, and Hangman. When we talk about the future of certain companies, I think Hangman's a part of that. Him, MJF, Darby Allin. I think AEW has it really, really good right now with established talents that can last them for a long period of time if they stick around for 5, 10, 15 years, you know? They have a great crop of talent to get them there. And Hangman is one of them. And yes, I think we said on the show before, he'll be the one to take it off Omega, with MJF slithering his way in there at some point or another. Because I think MJF also, he's due. He is due. Especially after this Chris Jericho feud, he is due. But Hangman's the shit. And I love how oblivious he is. It's so wholesome in a way. And he plays the character off so nonchalantly. I don't know if he's going to be taking beers from fans anytime soon because, we're pandemic still. Let's not forget that.
It's not even that. We have people jumping barricades. Who knows what they're going to do to those things?
Right. But that was never an issue before. But all it takes is one to spoil the party.
Ain't that the truth?
So Hangman's the shit, 100%. Malakai Black popping up. What a colossal goof. When he popped up, when I got the notification for Road Rager because I couldn't watch it live, and it says Aleister Black. No, my buddy texted me a lot. My buddy Andrew, shout out to Andrew. He had messaged me. He said Aleister to AEW. I'm like, man, it's been rumored for weeks. It's been a rumor. Like it feels like it's confirmed, but he has to wait till September. And he's like, no, he's on Dynamite or he's on Road Rager right now. I'm like, shut the hell up. And I looked, and there he is, Black Mass and Cody Rhodes. I'm like, oh my God, this is incredible. And Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, he's the one that was like, yo, it was only a 30-day non-compete. And we're all like, what? Because Andrade just got to go. He just got to do it because he's Andrade. He's Elidolo. Like Aleister Black wasn't Elidolo. So when we got to see him on Road Rager, I'm like, what the hell? This rules. And I love this suit. He's going to be playing Aleister Black, just the AEW version. And I am more than down for it. The stuff with the eye, I want to know more about that. But I'm more than down for some Malakai Black, brother. And admittedly, I will say this, I'll admit it. When I saw his name for the first time, I couldn't read it as Malakai. I thought it was an anagram of Aleister the first time I saw it. And I'm like, excuse me, what's that say? Like, Relisai? Like, what? And nope, it was Malakai. I was completely off, but please, Nick, continue.
Well, I think that if a random wrestler starts putting out their own promos or their own like vignettes, we should assume that they might be debuting in AEW soon because it happened with Mox as well. And
right.
Speaking of Jon Moxley, before we move on to what is a crazy main event for tonight, Machine Gun Carl Anderson versus Jon Moxley for the IWGP United States Championship. I am so excited for this match. We haven't seen Mox in a while. He's bald now, apparently.
Had a baby.
He had a baby, so he's bald.
Bald.
Surprised it didn't happen to Seth Rollins. But it's just like, give me this match any day. The battle of two big bad baldies. And I'm ready. I'm ready for this match. I don't think Carl. Well, here's the thing: is that like Machine Gun was legit in New Japan.
He was the shit in New Japan.
So could he win this belt? I don't know. It would just
Totally
be
can.
adding another tag or another accolade to the Elite right now and what they're doing. Because
Elite adjacent.
Come on. The way
It's the club, brother.
Okay, the Balor Club is doing so good right now that like I'm interested in this match. I don't know if Mox is gonna finally drop this title, but I'm starting to believe that Carl Anderson could be a guy that could win it.
The vibe I get I don't watch New Japan. I a few friends of the show, Jacob Pickett, Victor Albane, they watch New Japan, and the vibe that I get from them is that from dirt sheets they read about the most popular wrestling on that side of the Pacific is that New Japan's just jonesing for Mox to drop the title. Jonesing. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's Machine Gun because of who he is and how much he means to NJPW.
Well, jonesing because he's not competing with it all the time, or what? Because I think Carl Anderson would walk out on Impact Wrestling with that belt.
Oh, totally. And with Mox, right? And Mox is booked for a show later this summer. So maybe he won't drop it. He'll drop it then at the New Japan show, their first show in the States in a year, well over a year. And that's one of the last shows that Leo Rush is going to be a part of as well. So it'd be a big show for New Japan. Because Leo Rush is finishing out his commitments and then he's done. So that's one of them. It's going to be real must-see show. I think it's the same day as Triple Mania.
Kenta Moxley match?
Where we could totally see it too. I think it's the same day as Triple Mania for AAA. So, which is nuts, the fact that it's the same day.
Because aren't we getting Kenny versus Andrade there?
Yes, we're getting Kenny versus Andrade there. Yes. At AAA.
AEW is doing they're really smart there right now. I'm going to be honest.
The forbidden door doesn't exist anymore because there's just anybody can go anywhere, they can do whatever they want. They're doing all these team ups with folks. It works.
It works.
And with WWE, it sucks that they're not down to do that because I think it'd be really, really cool if they were.
Well, you know who is down to do that, Chris? Is the WRCW, the Wrestle Real Championship Wrestling League. We're down to open the forbidden door, and we have a special third count that is ready to go for you. No entrances at all.
Week 2, WRCW. Let's get it! Yo, I'm so excited for this. Week 2, WRCW. For those unfamiliar, Nick and I are doing WRCW on WWE 2K20, notoriously the worst wrestling game of all time. And yes, one of them. We'll upgrade it one of these days. And I want to do universe mode where we're both on the show. Yeah. But for now, we're doing this. It's our second week. Last week we had 2 matches. We had a Money in the Bank AEW. No, excuse me. It was the AEW one, but now it is the WRCW World Championship. And that's our champion, Luchasaurus, as decided by the tournament wheel all the weeks ago. And it was Cody Rhodes that won that. Cody ended up getting squished by Luchasaurus.
Unbelievably, by the way. I mean, like, I'm very happy to see it, but like...
Yeah, Luchasaurus, dominant champion. We're not having him wrestle tonight.
No. He gets a week off, finally.
Because we have a 8-man battle royal in store for everyone here for week 2 of WRCW. Nick, can you remind the folks who is in this match?
This is a number 1 contenders match for the WRCW Championship. In this corner, weighing in at very thick for some reason, Evil Uno.
Of the Dark Order. Gotta love Evil Uno. Who's next, baby?
Well, let's be honest. We have Miles Morales, the Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man.
Who this won't be his last match of the night. We have Tommaso Ciampa. We're throwing some regular wrestlers in here. We got Malakai Black. We got Dustin Rhodes, which to the credit of the person who created him. Woo!
Big love. He looks great. Great model.
Chris, get the thing ready that I need to. Not that, but that. Get the thing I was talking about, the way that we're going to announce a certain wrestler that is in this match ready before I say it. I'm going to announce another wrestler before this. We have Mr. MJF.
You already know, baby. You already know.
And the last two are personal choices. We have Montez Ford for Chris Anthony Lopez.
Big love. Future WWE champion. I call it right there.
And in this corner, he is the Big Booty Daddy.
Give me a fucking mic!
Big Papa Pump. Big Papa Pump.
For the Genetic Creek, we have Scott Steiner out here. Another created wrestler. A lot of these are created wrestlers. Chris, bring on that match.
He's fat!
They're already in the ring and they're ready to go.
Let's do it. First of two matches. We got two, baby.
All right. There we go.
There we go.
This is a over-the-top rope battle royal for the number one contenders match for the WCRW championship. We have our own WCRW ring right here.
Yeah, at the Wrestle Real Arena, located in parts unknown. The WRCW championship. Number one contendership on the line. Look at all these folks. That big drop kick by the Spider-Man.
There is a lot on the line right now for this match.
I'm over the moon. So we got, I can't believe whoever made the model for Evil Uno, they made my boy thick.
They did. And it's unbelievable to me that they made him as thick as they did. Tez throwing Scott Steiner into the corner.
Yo, my bias is...
You think Montez Ford is going to be a future WWE champion?
Whoa! Dustin! Okay, he saved himself.
That I'll be honest. That Dustin is one of the best looking things I have ever seen.
It's a great character model.
Ciampa and MJF are having a moment over here.
Uh-oh. Yo, but
Dustin again.
The Spider-Man. First of two appearances this evening. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, Evil Uno, who's that back there? Who's that? Did he eliminate somebody? No, he almost eliminated Malakai Black.
Evil Uno is trying to eliminate Alistair or Mordecai Black. Malakai Black. Malakai Black staying in the match.
Oh, geez,
Eventually,
MJF.
we'll download the model that says Malakai Black on it. That's not Alistair Black. But
MJF almost in some trouble there with the Big Papa Pump.
The Big Booty Daddy staying in. You know, we have some of the toughest wrestlers here in WRCW.
You already know.
Some of the best around. Some of them deserving of these championships, and some of them just thrown into the match for fun.
And we will see the Spider-Man wrestle again in our first WRCW tag title match. That's in a rule.
Spectacular.
I think we can promise 2 matches a week for WRCW.
It looks like Ciampa just ran out of the ring. Ford wasting time eliminating.
Tommaso Ciampa. First one gone.
First one eliminated from the
courtesy of Montez Ford.
Oh, and the ring ropes have freaked the F out.
Whoa,
there goes MJF. We are down to our final.
We're down to 6. Oh my God. The Spider-Man put a Montez on the ropes, brother. Spider-Man with Montez. Okay, Montez hold. Spider-Man trying to kick Montez out.
Oh, and Tez staying in the match.
Whew, Montez, I want my man to win. Y'all already know. Number one contendership next week on Wrestle Reel on WRCW. Winner of this wrestles Luchasaurus.
As you can see,
Spider-Man gone. Spider-Man is gone.
The Spider-Man, Miles Morales. But you'll see him later on.
We'll see my man again. But wow, and he has a 96 overall. The big boy Evil Uno down to 4. We're down to 4. Big Papa Pump, Montez Ford. You got Malakai Black. Oh, Jesus Christ. And Dustin Rhodes. Nick, out of these 4, who do you think's going to take this?
I'm going to be honest. Scott Steiner has looked very impressive.
Oh, I thought I was going to take him out.
Scott Steiner with that big press right there. Oh, my gosh.
Holy shit.
And there
goes. He takes out Montez, my favorite. Oh, no. Down to 3. Flex on him, Big Papa Pump.
Honestly, the moveset and everything. The Big Booty Daddy is very good in this game.
Yo, Dustin Rhodes. Scott Steiner helping him out, looking to eliminate Mordecai. Uh-oh.
There you go.
Whoa, and he got him. Sheesh.
He got air there. We are down to 2. We didn't even... Dustin doesn't even go for a stare down there. He just goes on the attack.
He attacks Big Papa Pump while his back's turned. Big Papa Pump.
Listen, if the Big Booty Daddy wins this, we might have to try and book a special guest next week.
On some real stuff, dude. Yo,
help
Big
us
Papa
commentate
Pump.
this match. And
Sheesh.
listen, never question the fight of a Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes has his shot in this match.
Jeez. Here we go, yo. The contrast of styles between the hard-hitting Big Papa Pump and the technical prowess of a man like Dustin Rhodes.
On Scott Steiner down to a T, though. I have to admit. Like
that is gut wrench. Oh, damn. Gut wrench toss? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Big Papa Pump. Don't do it to him.
Is he going to do it?
Big Papa Pump. Oh, no.
In his WCRW debut. Or WRCW debut. I can't even get it right this time.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Scott
Steiner.
Big Papa Pump, the #1 contender for the WRCW World Championship. Oh, my gosh.
He launched him.
Scott Steiner, how many eliminations did he have? 3?
I feel like he had all of them.
Scott Steiner.
They said Freakzilla.
Oh
wow.
My Lord and
They knew it. They said Freakzilla Scott Steiner. Wow.
Look at that. Big Papa Pump, the #1 contender.
You can get rid of this screen right here just for a moment while we prepare our next match. Chris, I honestly think that we might have a new champion next week when it comes to Wrestle Reel. As much as I love Luchasaurus,
wow,
that was incredible,
dude. We're already counting out Luchasaurus. This will definitely be Luchasaurus's toughest challenge yet.
No doubt about it.
That AEW championship wheel, he cleaned through it like he was spinning for a prize at a fair. But now, after that match against Cody Rhodes, who he squished. It was a one-sided match. We all thought Cody Rhodes, the grandson of a plumber, the American Nightmare, we thought he was going to be able to topple Luchasaurus. That 65 billion-year-old mind with that PhD. Be out the American Nightmare, but now Big Papa Pump, the Big Booty Daddy, the #1 contender for the WRCW World Championship. We'll see that match next week right here on Wrestle Reel, dude.
And I'd be lying if I didn't say that was it, and as impressive as it was. I wasn't saying that any of us were counting out our boy Luchasaurus at all, but that was quite the impressive showing from Scott Steiner there. One of the best showings that I have seen in ever when it comes to the WRCW. That was one of the most dominating matches I have ever seen personally. And like I said, I am really, really excited to get this incredibly tough and grueling match next week on Wrestle Reel. Now, that said, we have what is very exciting for us when it comes to our bookings and when it comes to our signings. We do not discriminate against the idea of having what could be considered a meme type of championship on our business.
Never.
But that said, challenging. You can bring it back up, my friend. Mario and Luigi will put their tag team championships on the line against Spider-Man and the Ultimate Spider-Man, Mr. Miles Morales. We told you it wasn't going to be the last time that you saw them.
See,
A
Nick,
tag team tandem of Mario and Luigi, literal brothers, the tag team champions, versus
as the co-GMs of WRCW, when we had chosen the few men to be in a battle royal, you know the first name we mentioned? Scott Steiner. The first name that was mentioned. And now, in this first time ever, right here on Wrestle Real, the WRCW Tag Team Championships are on the line. The Mario Bros against the Spider-Men. Nick, I gotta ask you, brother, who you got?
all dressed up in their fabulous white. I have to imagine that there is a chance that Mario and Luigi might walk out of here with these beautiful tag team champions. But this is mentor and mentee.
Yes,
You
it
have
is.
Spider-Man. You have the Action Championships, apparently.
Yo, we're all about the action over here, brother. All about the action right here on Wrestle Real.
Spider-Man and his young protege, Mr. Miles Morales, going against, and look at him out there in his second match of the night.
You think we'll see any fatigue? Do you think we'll see any fatigue?
I don't know. I don't think so. He took the hoodie off in order to show how serious he is. Him and his best bud, Spider-Man, out here. We have the challengers. Now let's bring on
the Mario Bros right here, Mario and Luigi.
Bros.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that belt, WRCW. It's so clean. It's so hot. It melted through the overall of Luigi. Look at that. It's so damn hot. By the way, big shout out to the architect of this whole Wrestle Real arena, brother. Nick Molbach, the architect of Wrestle Real.
Wouldn't have done anything that you wouldn't have done, my friend.
Gorgeous set, Nick. Gorgeous. The architect of Wrestle Real. We saw the SmackDown fist in the archive.
I just would like to acknowledge that Luigi had Zack Ryder's entrance. And why does Mario have a baseball bat?
Holy shit. Is he... Yo. Oh my god. Again, that belt's so hot. Holy god. Is he Sting? Doing his best Sting impression.
Daniel Bryan's entrance theme.
Why is he
Mario is a very serious wrestler. Do you think we could possibly see one of the Mario Brothers challenge for the WRCW World Championship? Or even if we bring a secondary championship in, because we always got to have our mid-card. But you know what we always got to have? And I promise this, the undercard for...
Uh-oh. Oh, our batteries running low, brother.
Uh-oh. For the WRCW is going to be our first ever women's match for the women's championship.
We love what we love about WRCW, and just to pat ourselves in the back, we're all about inclusivity and diversity. We have two Mario Bros against two Spider-Men. See, and then next week, look at them tag belts, and next week we will have the first ever women's match right here on WRCW at the Wrestle Real Arena.
And somehow Mario and Luigi changed uniforms before the match.
Look at that. Them flexing.
Well, before we start this match, Chris Anthony Lopez, we are going to do a quick commercial break and go into our high spot of the day.
Let's do a damn high spot. We can do a damn high spot right now. Right now. Let's get it. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. We're live, brother. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. All right, Nick. So let's do a
Truth be
little.
told, I'm giving my computer a nice little chance to breathe because it said that
I
it
bet.
was low on battery and it was not kidding.
For the love of God. So there's one thing we didn't mention on the show that I definitely want to talk about. Last week on SmackDown, after our show ended, SmackDown had began, and we were all talking. Remember, Nick, we tried to predict the rest of the field for the SmackDown Women's Money in the Bank side.
And we still haven't even gotten it.
I mean, it's still not complete yet, but there's one name we didn't even include that they included themselves after a big surprise return. Her name is Zelina Vega, back with the WWE on SmackDown, and she's in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it?
I mean, we're getting Malakai Black debuting in AEW, and now we got Zelina Vega appearing in the WWE once again.
You would think that, since they're IRL married, that they would go somewhere together. And Andrade El Idolo, he had teased that he was going to potentially, maybe, somehow get back with Zelina Vega and an on-screen presence at whatever company he was going to be at. Now AEW. Now Aleister Black. Now Malakai Black on AEW. Zelina Vega's in real life significant other. But now she's back with the WWE. Granted, they need more ladies.
No, and you love to see it for this reason. Like,
Mm-hmm.
she's back, and she's going to get her just due. That she is now a women's wrestler for the WWE, and we are really excited. I mean, honestly, we really are excited to see Zelina back in the WWE. Were you surprised that? Were you surprised that we saw it happen?
Oh, dude, I was convinced that she was never going back to WWE because of how she was let go. It wasn't a part of a whole crop of folks. She was the one, and she was used as an example. At least us plebes.
It felt like it.
Yeah, us plebes that just do wrestling podcasts every week, we thought like, yo, like she just got released because she wouldn't conform with the changes WWE had made to third-party ways that wrestlers make money. Correct. The cameos, the Twitches, etc. And she was the one that was like, wrestlers need to unionize on Twitter. But now, since then, tweets been deleted, reportedly from different outlets that they've made up, and WWE apologized to her. The higher-ups apologized to her.
Wow.
Because of how she was let go. And apparently it was a mutual apology. And yes, we're growing, And that was the gateway to have her come back to the company. Now, my biggest question is why? Why? I know WWE needs ladies, established ladies, especially with going back to live crowds next week.
Right.
But your husband is in All Elite Wrestling. Your former on-screen partner in Andrade El Idolo is in AEW. So what the hell?
It is strange.
It's weird, but I mean, money talks, baby. Money talks. So maybe that's why. Maybe she wants to go back. Who the hell knows? Remember all them weeks ago, it was reported that she was at the Performance Center.
Well, that answers our question right there.
Here we go. Here we go. That's why. And they did a great job of hiding it because ever since the Aleister Black release, now the Malakai Black release, we all thought they were going to go somewhere together. I mean, because that's how stuff works. Like how we all assume that Cassie Lee's going to go to AEW because of Shawn Spears or something like that. But you know what? We don't know shit.
Happy
apparently.
She's back. Very excited. Now that we've given our computer a chance to breathe.
We're back, baby. We have to go back to our little third count ski. Bang. And we have our tag title match, the inaugural tag championship match between Mario Bros And the Spider-Man, as already in action down here at the Wrestle Real Arena. Spider-Man putting in the work on Mario. Saying, I'm the one that wears the red here, brother. Look at that big leg drop, big stomp to Mario. Spider-Man looking to tag out.
First tag.
Look at that. Spider-Man letting Spider-Man do some work now. Okay. Oh, Jesus. That's doing to, was that backbreaker? Then a big Russian leg sweep?
Well, I could only imagine that Miles Morales is going to be bringing both Peter and Miles will bring strength and high-flying ability to the Wrestle Real Championship Wrestling. And as you can see, he's already dominating this Mario Bro.
The Mario Bros coming in as the inaugural tag champs here at WRCW. The Spider-Man looking to have them be paper champs off the bat. Quick tags here.
We have some great tag team wrestling going on here from the Spider-Man.
Not even letting Mario tag out to Luigi, because why would you? Big fireman carry now. What we got going on? Ooh, big flapjack. Little pancake ski right in the center of the ring. Big leg drop, brother. Spider-Man just looking down at his opponent, trying to drag him towards the center of the ring. Where is he taking him? With the big fist. Ooh. Now Spider-Man being having him in a little,
gonna wrap him up
with a punch to the cranium. Here we go, Spider-Man. Bringing him down. Oh, we're gonna have are we gonna submit? Rope break. Luigi getting in there.
Getting to the ring to defend his brother's honor here.
Look at this.
Spider-Man taunting in the background, and we have a tag.
Big tag there. Mario needed that tag, dude. As Luigi immediately goes into the other corner, and the Spider-Man put in quick work on Luigi, brother. Oh, Luigi.
Well, Miles tagging himself in.
Real clutch tag.
Think that is a move that a rookie should necessarily be doing to his mentor.
At the same time, maybe it's something that Miles had learned from Peter, because Peter obviously was in a sticky situation, and Miles, the fresher competitor of the two.
Webb's sticky situation. I'm gonna be the dumb face manager or announcer. All right.
Big elbow missed by Miles. Big kick missed. A lot of reversals here.
The Spider-Man looking very good in this match.
Miles being the noticeable smaller competitor of the four, as Luigi gets tied up in the ropes in the corner.
Miles Morales saying that some of his inspirations include masked wrestlers such as Rey Mysterio, coming in with smaller stature, yet big strength and big energy.
You already know, baby. And after that bulldog, face plants in the center of the ring. Luigi, great reversal. Sending Spider-Man into the corner. Oh, Spider-Man, big elbow.
Spider-Man's carry. Ooh,
tummy to the knees, bro. Spider-Man. Oh, Luigi, another reversal. Big drop kick by Luigi. Is he going to tag?
Mario is the pressure wrestler of this time, but it does feel as though Luigi has been really the only brother of the two who has been able to get some form of offense. We have a cover here.
Tune.
Tune.
Oh,
out at two.
Two count off the bat, baby.
Here. Luigi cannot believe it.
Spider-Man faking.
Spider-Man with honor. And I can't believe that Spider-Man has a bald spot, but Spider-Man with honor does not punch Luigi while his back is turned.
Oh, picking him up once again.
No problem with freaking giving him a stomach issue. Oh!
The burst of energy, no selling the tummy to the knee. Luigi getting pissed off, choking the Spider-Man.
His dirty plumber glove in order to be able to pass him off.
Yo, Luigi and Spider-Man, really the story of this match so far, after Mario got his shit whipped at the beginning of this match, with the hot tag to Miles! And Miles immediately shut down by Luigi. Immediately. Oh? Oh, what is this? Lord, big neck breaker.
I thought we were gonna get it. I thought we were going for a pin here
Oh,
with the
good
reversal.
Nice arm drag there. Miles. Trying to take Luigi to the ropes. He does. Bounce him off the ropes. Miles now. Oh, great move. Oh, what's this? Great Hurricanrana there. What acrobatic moves by Miles Morales.
Miles Morales trying to go for that young Outbreak Superstar of the Year real early right here.
Here we go, Miles.
Miles only being a teenager wrestling. We give anybody opportunities.
Ooh. Anyone and everyone gets an opportunity here at WRCW. As Miles, again, both Miles and Peter going for the same little
Mario brothers
bar.
are hanging by the edge of their feet right now.
Sheesh, big close.
By their edge of their feet hanging on the freaking rope because of all these rope breaks.
Look at all this carnage. Oh, big clothesline to the corner. Miles. Oh, big little powerbomb ski. Oh, Miles taunting the younger brother of Mario. Mario, who we have not seen in this match in a hot minute. Miles stalking his prey.
Did he wait too long to get him back up?
Ooh, big spin kick. Pandering to the crowd here.
He's telling him to get up.
Here we go,
now,
Miles.
Would you have gone for a pin here, Chris?
After a big move like this, especially with what's going on right here, Luigi getting caught up in the ropes. Oh, no selling the move, Luigi. Big suplex there. Miles, only one pinfall. Only one pin attempt so far in this matchup so far. Big Hurricanrana. Miles going for the pin now. Tune. Oh, big kick out. Clutch kick out by Luigi. Is Luigi not capitalizing?
Mario brothers do not want to be the Raquel and Dakota Kai of the WCP or WRCW. I almost want to call it WCPW. Very different thing. Very different. Their tag team championships literally the day after winning them and receiving them. But it looks as though Miles has it. And he tags Mario.
Mario with the clutch tag.
From Miles Morales sending Mario into the sending Luigi basically into Mario. A fresher Mario.
Showing off the acrobatic style of Miles Morales.
I'd be lying if I didn't say that Miles Morales has been incredibly impressive in this match.
Especially after wrestling earlier this evening in a battle royal, getting tossed by, if I'm not mistaken, the number one contender for the WRCW world title, Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump. Here we go, Mario. Oh, big reversal into the corner. Trying to send him into the opposite corner. He'll do so. With a little bit of a taunt ski.
Mario just became Metal Mario in the middle of the ring.
Is that Dr. Manhattan?
He became Metal.
Uh-oh. Okay. I don't know if this is a clear disadvantage for the Spider-Man. Oh, here we go. We got regular Mario back.
Did Mario just get his final smash or something? Like, what the hell? Just what?
We're just gonna continue as scheduled.
I'm speechless. I have no clue what just happened. Mario becomes metal.
That was definitely unorthodox, but that's what you get here at WRCW. We're all about the unorthodox styles of wrestlers, as movesets and apparently their looks.
Dude, I see Mario in the middle of the ring go, he becomes metal.
Big power bomb there by Mario to the young Miles Morales.
I'm really proving myself here as a commentator as I'm losing my shit because Mario turned metal out of nowhere.
Big pops, dude.
That was really weird. And I don't like it, but I'm okay.
Miles Morales doing a lot of the heavy lifting here for the Spider-Man team as now the OG comes back. into
Peter
the match.
Benjamin Parker is in the ring right now.
Here we go. The 2 minutes started this match. Right back at it.
Hopefully Mario doesn't fucking turn metal again.
Right as Peter with a big clubbing clothesline. He's taunting his opponent.
Telling him to get up, get up.
Big suplex there. Taunting the Mario Bros. Another big fireman's carry. What's he going to do here?
I really hope Mario turning metal is a highlight at the end of the match so I can understand.
I hope so as well. Spider-Man now. Big neck breaker, center of the ring.
Is he
Miles
go
really
for a pin
feeling it.
finally? Yes, looks like he is.
But the fist to face, brother.
That might be his finisher, to be honest.
Well, we're going to find out. He didn't go for a pin, though, after the finisher. The supposed
He is
finisher.
punishing his opponent.
We got some real tag team wrestling here by the Spider-Man.
Wrestling up in here.
Big
Woo!
chop toe hold. Big elbow to the back. Miles picks up Mario. Big Hurricane Rana there.
This is a classic in regards to the... We have a cover.
We have a big cover. Tune. Ooh, big kick out. And
Mario
Luigi was right there to break it up.
Out of that, it wasn't because Luigi stomped on him. You just have to ask, how much more do the Mario brothers have to give in this match?
Both these teams proving why they're in this position to start off the tag division here at WRCW. The Spider-Men, the Mario Bros.
Mario literally turning metal in order to...
Another big clutch tag ski there by the OG Peter Parker. Big European uppercut right there.
And Miles is winded in the corner.
Big clutch there as now we have
Top rope.
Spider-Man. Second rope ski. Ooh, big reversal there, getting out of the way.
Say Mario needs to take advantage and does not.
With the elbows to the top of the dome. Mario taking a lot of punishment in this match from the Spider-Man. Big DDT there from Spider-Man to Mario. Big reversal.
Can he get to Luigi? Looks like he could.
He could, but he shan't. Big facebuster there from the Spider-Man.
I fully believe that this will not be the last time that we see this match.
These two teams absolutely bringing it in the inaugural
he is
tag match.
Luigi in the corner there.
Big taunts from the OG Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
Mario
letting Mario some heelish moves from Spider-Man out there.
Spider-Man is absolutely showing his utter dominance of the 2 minute start of this match, picking him up for fireman carry. Almost going for a little bit of a Michinoku driver. What is Spider-Man trying to do the deal? I hear as Miles Morales not comes back.
Morales. And okay.
They're just flexing on them now.
Good job, 2K20.
With the prone Mario.
And we are stuck in an endless tag loop right now. That was normal.
That happens all the time here at WRCW.
It probably is going to, unfortunately.
Big DDT there. Mario just absolutely going through it right now.
We're going to actually see a pin here. Now some more taunting from the Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man absolutely showing utter dominance.
Whatever a spider can, except for pin.
There have been not even a handful of pin attempts in this match so far. Big chop.
Whoa!
Some big moves here by Miles Morales, the young Spider-Man.
He's dragging him into the middle of the ring. Here we go.
A little bit of a pin ski. Tune. Oh, big breakup there by Luigi. He takes out the ref.
We have no ref here.
Spider-Man, not a legal man.
Spider-Man is the legal tag here.
Second rope, Spider-Man gets him right in the face with a knee. as the ref is still prone right next to Mario.
This match has everything.
Oh my God. Big neck snap there by the Spider-Man. Picking him up. Oh, Mario with the clutch reversal. Can he tag out? Will he tag out? Big,
well, you know that this is
big
starting
punch.
to get personal. And will we be seeing Luigi for the first time in this match? In a long time. Probably not.
Nope, as Mario picks up the Spider-Man. Big scoop slam. A power slam there by Mario as he's choking out the Spider-Man after all the taunts. Spider-Man up. Knee to the gut from Mario. Looking for a big pedigree! The pedigree from Mario! The pin! Oon! Tune! Oh, the big breakout there by Miles Morales.
That was it.
The big pedigree by the Mario Bro. The big eye rake. The neck break reversal by Spider-Man. Dragging him towards his corner next to his partner. Big punch there. Another one of those classic Spider-Man punches. And the elbows to the dome piece. Oh, we have a little bit of a reversal.
Mario needs to make a tag.
Big roll out there. And big takedown by Spider-Man.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Mario needs to let his pride sit for a second and make a tag to his
Mario is gassed. He's going for the pin scan, the Spider-Man, the pin. Oon! Tune! Big breakup there. And a kick out by the Spider-Man. Uh-oh, Spider-Man's up first. And he does not capitalize.
Luigi needs to join this match.
It's been a minute since we've seen Luigi in this matchup. As Mario launched in the Spider-Man corner.
Ooh.
Quick reversal.
But Miles tags himself in again.
Miles. The clutch tag there. Big Hurricane Rana.
Mario is a big dude, I will tell you.
Mario, the
for him to be
big
able to
punch
hit a
from
Hurricane
Miles.
Rana. This will be the perfect chance. This is the perfect chance.
Oh my God.
Will we have
the pin from Miles? Oon! Tune!
Oh,
big break up there
Spider-Man
by the OG.
wakes up at the last second.
Oh my God. This tag match absolutely proving how great the tag division will be right here on WRCW. As Mario letting the folks know he's the superior Mario brother. Wahoo indeed.
Mario has lasted way longer than he should in this match. Does he have what it takes to continue to win this match?
The Spider-Man absolutely looking like the better tandem here with all the tags.
The Spider-Man have chemistry here.
Oh, big, Miles Morales getting a ball from the outside. For the first time, we're exiting the ring in this match.
Well, the championship cannot change by a count out.
As Spider-Man's trying to get Mario back into the ring. We're at 3 from the ref. Mario, the big reversal. Spider-Man, reversal of his own. Looking for a clubbing blow, but Mario, this one of his own!
Gotta get into the ring. I'm going to be real pissed if this ends with a double count out.
Uh-oh. Are we going to see double count out? Both guys quickly entering the ring.
And pride was getting a bit in the way there.
Sheesh. We were all worried over here. Oh my God. The ropes. The Spider-Man's head's hurting. Mario's just out for the count. Mario must be
We were sweating bullets here at Wrestle Reel that this long-ass match was going to end in a freaking double count out.
That would have taken it down at least 2 stars.
Oh, this is 5 stars right now.
Oh, 100%.
Dude, Big Daddy Dave Meltzer would have ranked this a 10.
Oh, big clubbing blow from the Spider-Man. Spider-Man looking to put away this Mario. Oh, big bear hug. Uh-oh. Reversal by Mario. Big clubbing clothesline. Uh-oh. 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 What's this? Mario?
A pedigree.
Going for the pedigree again! And he connects with the pedigree! Mario! And the count! Un! Tune! Oh, big breakout there by Miles Morales.
Dude, are we going to see it? No? Oh my gosh.
No.
Mario's going coast to freaking
oh, coast here. Big splash! Big splash from the Mario, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the momentum that Mario needed. As Luigi's back, baby. Luigi's back in the match. Spider-Man immediately trying to get to Luigi, but Luigi big snap suplex. Oh my god. Luigi out here talking his shit. Talk your shit, Luigi. Oh my god.
Collectively, both Spider-Men have been in this match longer than Luigi has. So does that give them an advantage is the question.
Luigi's been sitting for a minute as, a little bit of a Tonski there by the Spider-Man.
But you have to imagine that if they could get a good pin on Luigi, does Mario have enough left in him to get himself back into the ring to stop the pin?
That is a great point, Nick. And we're going to see. Because Mario bust out those two pedigrees. Mario being known as arguably the greatest video game character ever, channeling he's doing his best the game impression. Here we go. Luigi tagging Mario back in. Is this a strat? Is this the strategy you need right now? The pedigree king Mario. Oh my god. Oh, okay. He's gonna go for regular power bomb ski.
Somebody needs to take out Mr. Miles Morales.
Here we go. Irish whip into the corner.
Oh,
big elbow there. Holy god.
Crap.
Mario out here busting out the moves as he goes for Pinsky. He will go for a little bit of a Pinsky. The count. Un. Tune. Miles Morales. Uh-oh.
Breaking it up yet again.
Here we go. The Spider-Man. Uh-oh. Mario just taking absolute control after taking a beating from both the Spider-Men. Big last ride. Oh my god. Mario. Tune. Big breakup there by Miles after the last ride from Mario. Spider-Man with the comeback now.
Spider-Man has a little bit left in him, it seems.
Oh my god.
Both of these men have given it them their all.
These two men started the match and are looking to finish it right here, brother. Big DDT.
Big ring rope destruction. Yay.
Oh my god, the ropes. The ropes. The third team in this is Spider-Man. Is he going to go for a pinfall? Yes, he is. Spider-Man for a pinfall. Tune. Oh, big kick out there by Mario.
Mario kicking out?
Spider-Man, as far as we know, is not used his finishing maneuver.
I think it's that elbow drop. Or that fist drop. Are we seeing some tag team action here?
Oh, big boot to the face there for the Spider-Man.
He's sizing him up.
Uh-oh. Luigi. Looking to finish this man off. Spider-Man getting Irish whipped into the ropes. Big collision there. Spider-Man. Northern Lights suplex as Luigi exits the ring.
Damn.
Big Northern Lights suplex there.
What the?
Uh-oh, here we go. Luigi and Miles Morales. Uh-oh. Vintage Randy Orton. Oh my god.
Vintage Luigi.
Oh, vintage Luigi right there. Lord, big ass move there for Luigi. He goes for the pin now. Pinsky, tune, big kick out by Miles Morales. And Miles gets up first.
We are witnessing one of the greatest tag team matches of all time here.
The technical prowess of both of these squads. Luigi. What is this? Oh my Lord and Savior. Oh my God. What is this? A reverse Boston Crab? Oh geez.
That was one of the... Holy shit. That was really cool looking.
What the hell is that? The Pinsky Miles. Tune.
Oh, I thought we were going to have new champions there.
Big breakout there by Mario as Spider-Man eliminates Mario. Uh-oh. 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 That's not good. It's no good. You still there, Bubba? Oh no, Nick. Oh no. Oh no, we lost him. We lost him. The match wasn't done. The match wasn't done. Oh no. Oh no. The match wasn't done.
My computer just crashed.
Oh my God. Oh no, we broke it.
Well, everybody, Mario and Luigi are still the tag team champions, and this concludes another disastrous ending to Wrestle Real.
The match was so hot, Nick's computer crashed. That is absolutely insane, Nick, bro.
Molten lava right now on fire.
Oh my God, Nick, before we wrap, did we miss anything?
Just the ending to what was an incredible experience.
As of right now, and you know what? As the co-GMs of WRCW, we will have to consult both these teams. We may have to see a rematch in the near future for the WRCW Tag Team Championships. This will not go unresolved. This will not go unresolved, and we will make sure of that right here on Wrestle Real. Follow us down on the social media scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Every single Friday right here, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, check us on Wrestle Real. And for more WRCW content. So for my man.
Hopefully you'll want to watch it.
Right. Hopefully for my man, Nick Molbach, Mordecai White, I should say. My name is Al Christer Black, a.k.a. Chris Anthony Lopez. It is a WAP Boy summer over here. And we'll see y'all next week on Wrestle Real. Have a good one, y'all. Be good people.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause